style.
The copyright disclaimer. Well, no, I actually clicked on it, and it say no sound when I'm just in the feed, but when I actually click on
Yeah.
it didn't say nothing.
All right. We should be on there. It's on there. All right.
They can hear me, huh?
Shalom, shalom. Just the old family here. We outside right now. We got old girl with us. We got the
Shalom.
kids here. And what we got going on here? What's going on in the world today, right now?
Too much.
It's a lot going on right now. Let's talk about what's going on in Seattle. Well, they didn't took over like 3 blocks, or I don't know how many blocks they took over,
Right,
but
3 to 6 blocks.
3 to 6 blocks. But as I'm looking at the video, and I'm gonna pull it up here in a second. But as I look at the video, um, I see a lot white. I see a lot of white people, and a lot of look like effeminate dudes or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call them fags. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They sexual orientation, but preference or whatnot. But
Suspect.
it seemed weird to me though.
It definitely seems weird. It's like they calling it Chaz, and I can't remember exactly what the acronym stand for, but basically it's like a little city or something within itself. They're saying that it's not America. No police are welcome in those 3 to 6 blocks, and they've also taken over a precinct, a police precinct down there. And so the last footage we saw, it was peaceful. It wasn't even any protesting. Actually, it was just looked like some kind of guys guarding the area, and then people giving away free food and drinks. People that's off because of the virus, and they were like, we just down here helping. They had a basketball rim, and they, according to the news, they spray painted the cameras, so you can't really see what's going on. So it's just interesting to see this because we've never really seen anything like this in our lifetime that I can remember. And then it's going to be interesting to see the government and officials' response to this People's Republic. I think that's what they calling it. So yeah, a few blocks in Seattle, Washington, the people have taken over. No police are welcomed. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get this video here for y'all in a second. Let's share my screen right quick.
I'll take this off. Look it up.
Let's see.
No. Put it. Don't take it off.
What's that?
Okay. Y'all get the gist of that. Let me turn this off right quick. But you get the gist of it. Now, it's supposed to be Black Lives Matter or whatnot, and all I seen is white people. I think I seen about two black guys in there. But where the police at? Where the law at? You
They
know,
not allowed. That's the People's Republic. The
that
people took over them streets
that's crazy. You know,
and the police precinct.
nah. Just imagine if that was so-called black people. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
They probably would have sent a fire flight. You know what I'm saying? And bombed it just like they did Oklahoma or whatnot.
At the minimum, I think they would have went back to the tear gas and rubber bullets at the minimum and start spraying. Because if it was
That's the
black, at the
minimum.
minimum, because
Yeah,
if it was
right.
black people, it would have been like, oh, they, violent and this and that.
Right,
You
they
see,
got
because the
guns and
majority,
whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, some of them was armed
Right,
because
they're
they
not
got
checking them for guns and seeing if they got guns, seeing if they criminals or whatnot. You know, but as far as the criminal thing and you having a gun, I feel like that's out the door right now. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because you have to protect
You got
yourself.
to protect yourself. I mean, hey, you can fear if you want to and not grab you a piece of whatever you need to protect yourself. But I mean, you see how it's getting out here. You know, we did want to show a post on Facebook
Hmm.
as far as with this Confederate flag, and then as you punch on the Confederate flag post or whatnot, you have the comments. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't comment on none of the comments. All you can do is uh put up a like or that's it, and you can share it. But they took it down, so I wasn't quick enough to you know get the pictures or whatnot, screenshot
The
the
comments.
comments.
And the
But
comments in a nutshell were white people in America and abroad. Because one commenter was from Portugal, and they were basically saying, we coming to a hood near you. What is race war? We want to kill niggas.
exact
So
exactly, and
just
then,
to be blunt,
I did a video. It was alive or whatnot, and we was talking about the race war that's coming. You know what I'm saying? And the rising up of the people or whatnot, and that's what you see now. That's what's happening.
whether you want a race war or not, whether you believe it or not, you need to arm yourself. And back to the comment he made about criminals, the police are criminals, politicians
Exactly.
are criminals, and they're still going to protect themselves. When a lot of you say that Donald Trump is a criminal, I mean, just to be honest, a lot of the soldiers are criminals. They committed war crimes abroad in the Middle
Exactly.
East, but they
Exactly.
are still heavily armed. So you got to protect you and your family. If law enforcement does not follow the Constitution, how can the citizens? And at this point today, June 14th, 2020, the Constitution kind of null and void. Don't y'all see that?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. I'm tired of trying to tell people the same thing over and over, but we don't have our head in the sand. We watching the videos and we paying attention, to what's being done in regards to law enforcement and civilians. And the police have rules and regulations.
Exactly.
For example, the police can't just come into your home without a search warrant, but they will try. And if you allow them, they will break the law and come into your home. But that's illegal. So if they're not going to, and that's minute, okay, compared to what's really going on. So if they're not following the law and the Constitution, but you are, I don't understand this docile, love your enemy crap that we're being taught over here in America, because when you look on the TV and you see America bombing them people in them other countries, we can't understand what they saying, but they be going off with
Right.
dust and blood flying everywhere. They don't love American troops coming over there to civilize them, or what's the other word they like to use? Regime change.
Yeah.
They president doing something wicked, and American troops coming over there to get things in order. So in America, wow. So who gonna come over here and get things in order here? You gotta get over that love your enemy stuff.
You
Ain't
gotta get
nobody
over
else taught that but us black Americans. Because white people see us as their enemy. And they sure don't love us. Even though y'all begging them to love you while they're clubbing you upside your head.
it. Exactly. The Bible tells us though, not to trust thy enemy.
Hmm.
Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Let me get that right quick.
Somebody killed your loved one. You wouldn't be talking about loving them.
This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, verse chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So they're gonna always be wicked. They're gonna always be wicked. Uh, another, I forget. I should have been prepared for this though. As far as being crooked, I think you can look that up for me. The Most High made these people crooked. He made these people to hate us, just like in Egypt or whatnot. And let me get that in Romans 9.
I got that when you're ready.
Okay, what is it?
Ecclesiastes 7 and 13.
Ecclesiastes?
Mm-hmm.
What is it again?
7 and 13.
Okay, 7 and 13. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 13. And it reads, "Consider the work of God, for who can make that straight which he had made crooked?" So while all you know what I'm saying, so-called black people, try to show these devils love and show them how to love, they're not gonna love you. The Most High made them crooked. You can't make them straight. Let me read that again. Consider the work of God. Consider what He made. He made these people to be who they are. Consider the work of God. For who can make that straight which He had made crooked? You can't make these people straight. He made them crooked. Now, going back to Romans, as far as we talk about Pharaoh, let's get it though. This is Romans 9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Who is Jacob? The so-called black man. Who is Esau? The so-called white man. He say he hate the white man. And I get anybody can come on this channel, my Facebook page, my wife's Facebook book page, or whatever, and come with your rebuttal or whatever you want to do. But we reading the Bible. We reading out the Bible. And verse 14 says, "What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. No. For he said to Moses back in Egypt, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy." Verse 17, "For the scripture said unto Pharaoh back in Egypt, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." And he gonna do the same thing when he when he saved his people or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Verse 18, "Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden. He hardened. And he hardened these devils' heart to hate us. Just like he did Pharaoh when he told Pharaoh to let his people go. You see, Pharaoh, he didn't let his people go. Verse 19, "Thou wilt say, when thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath raised his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that replies against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? So he made a vessel to dishonor him. But because we know these devils don't believe in God, we know this. And who have the zeal of God? Your so-called black people. We all know, you know, we the meek of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We got all these people. We got a lot of people waking up. The Most High, He's working. He's working His hand right now. Um, Ice Cube,
Fantasia,
Fantasia,
T.I.,
Ti,
Stoudemire, but he been
Stoudemire, right? Uh,
Brandon T. Jackson.
Brandon T. Jackson,
He played in one of the Big Mama's houses.
right? Putting on the dress, and he regret that he put that dress on. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot going on. You know, I had I read a post from Dwight Howard, and he was like, you know, basically like in a nutshell, like, you know, the hell with the NBA. You know, it's more important things as far as what's going on with our people,
Right.
and you know, us getting killed. You know, the guy in Atlanta, he got killed the other night. The guys in California who got hung. You know, it's a
Two.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And if you know you're not armed or you're not protecting yourself, then it's like, you know, you it's like you're gonna be up for the slaughter. You know, it's a lot going on. You know, and we need to arm ourselves.
Yes, we do.
You know, regardless what your situation is, what your status is, as far as, you know, you having a record or whatnot, or whatever. You know, the hell with these people. You know, they're
Yeah.
not even people though. They fucking beasts.
Because
Excuse my language.
I don't believe for 1 second them two black men in California hung themselves 2 days apart. Y'all know that ain't us. That's not normal for us.
Exactly.
Suicide, let alone by hanging.
No.
um, so I don't believe that crap. But I do believe that if you're approached by one or more people, your race or not, but we talking about those that's not our race right now, you need to be armed because you don't know what sickness lies in their mind against you just for the color of your skin. We see the videos over and over. For those of us that's willing to click, I know a lot of y'all, because y'all are Christian, y'all feel like it's hope for these people and that you're supposed to love them because God, died for everybody, or Jesus died for everyone.
Which is a lie
But
from the pits of hell.
again, we need to use wisdom and not just be out here as target practice for the children of the devil.
Right, because a lot of people making videos, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing a lot of Latinos and Mexicans, and you know what I'm saying, the people who's supposed to be on this 12 tribe chart
Oh
or
Lord.
whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the stuff that they saying about us. You know what I'm saying? You got they had a Mexican with a chainsaw. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, the hell with y'all people. Like, they wishing death on us and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting for the police to subside, waiting for, I guess, martial law and for less police on the streets because, they're talking about police reform and defunding the police. And they're saying that once this happens and law enforcement is not as, they're not out as much as we used to them being out, then they're coming for black people. And that's Mexicans and Caucasians that have said this publicly. We're not making this up. It's all over Facebook, and we're told to be vigilant. So you can't just try to hide your head in the sand and think that's going to make everything go away. God is in control of everything, even the things that we find hurtful, that cause us pain and sorrow, like the death of our people. God is in. So with that being said, He's allowing this to happen. But why? Why?
Right. Right. No. No.
Because a lot of our people are caught up in idolatry, whether you know it or not. We idolize the other nations. For an example, when you take and you purchase artificial hair that's not the same texture as your own, you're idolizing these people. How you gonna say you hate what the white man is doing, but you got their blonde hair in your hair, or their straight hair, or they Brazilian bundles? You know, that's almost like hypocrisy. Because how can you say you don't like this? You don't like how the Asian people talk to you, but yet you patronizing their nail shops. Can't wait till they open up so Ming Lee can ask you pick a color. So it's just a lot that we have to think about and look at when we're dealing with these situations, and we have to use wisdom. Again, if I came right now to any of you who are my Facebook friends, maybe I went to nursing school with you, maybe I went to high school with you, maybe I went to church with you. If I came and killed your loved one right now, would you love me regardless? Would your family be telling you to love me regardless? You need to think about these things. We have been taught wrong, and that's so broad, but we have been taught so wrong. There right now, Lord forbid, but if I was to snap and take my husband's life, I wouldn't expect my mother-in-law to love me. Like, really? I would expect his sisters to want to kick my behind. So, you know, we just gotta think. We gotta think. We gotta use wisdom, and we can't be listening to other people. Don't y'all believe in God? Don't you have a connection with the Lord for yourself? You shouldn't need someone else to tell you, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. The Lord is in control of everything, even the people that He allowing down there to go riot. He allowed it.
Right.
The earth is the Lord's and the fullness
Exactly.
thereof. So if people decide to go riot and it happens, whether they got hit with a rubber bullet or not, whether they went to jail or not, the Lord is allowing it. Nothing happens without His approval. We all know that because we all know the story of Job. So, for us to sit back and say, well, this ain't right and that ain't right, you more mad than the people who actually own the businesses that's being looted. I mean,
Right.
Ice Cube himself offered to pay the 100K for the Walmart incident. Y'all mad about businesses that you don't even own in states you don't even live in. God is doing this. So
Yeah.
what you saying is they shouldn't be looting, but God allowing it. So you against God. Excuse me, I gotta go track down my children.
Yeah, but a lot of people come with this love doctrine or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And where do we learn this love doctrine from? We learned it from the devil. Love everybody. Love, love, love. It's all about love. If we just love, everything will be better. That's a lie. That's a lie. It don't add up with the scriptures. And I'm gonna go to Ecclesiastes, uh, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, so it's a time to be born. We all know that, and a time to die. What? She was?
Yeah.
Shit.
But I guess she didn't go with him. He was, you
Sorry
know how
about that.
he don't pay no attention.
Kids ran off. We had to get them. But
Okay, go. You
a
want to
time
go?
to be
Go.
born, a time to die. Now we know it's a time to be born, and we know it's a time to die, right? A time to plant and a time to pluck up. That which is planted, that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. This that time. This is time for us to refrain from embracing.
You ain't do nothing wrong. Dude, but yeah, you're right about.
A
Oh,
time,
I'm sorry.
a time to get and a time to loose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rent and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate. Let me read that again. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. So what time y'all think we in? This is war. This war we in right now.
But a lot of you Christians don't believe in that. Did y'all say y'all read the Bible? What about David? What about Saul? Wasn't they warriors? Didn't they go to war? Jonathan. Hell, Goliath.
Right,
Wasn't
right.
he a warrior? How many
Exactly.
Philistines did David love your enemy? No, no. How about this? Turn the other cheek. If I came and smacked you right now, hard as I could, you gonna turn your other cheek so I can smack that one too? Cut
Right.
the crap. Quit teaching people that just Jesus is love. Jesus is love, but God is a man of war.
Yeah,
Both
man
of
of
those
war.
are scriptures in the Bible, and ain't not one of y'all gonna stand there and let me beat the crap out of you. But you want to sit up here and promote that docile behavior amongst our people. You tell me this. How was David a man after God's own heart, but he was warring and killing them Philistines?
Exactly.
How? It's two sides to the coin.
We just been in America and they did a number on us. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High, He let that happen to us. You know, um, for our sins. And for us not keeping the commandments. If you go to Deuteronomy 28 and read that whole chapter, that whole chapter is talking about one people. You know, um, the Deuteronomy 28 and 68, tells us how we got here. You know what I'm saying? We was robbed from our names, um, our culture. You know, I mean, you know the story or whatnot. I don't have to sit up here and give y'all a history lesson or whatnot. But as far as with the scriptures in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? The devil has twisted and turned the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? To blind us or whatnot, and to have us in subjection.